today. Got to make this one. There we go. Don't have long. Got to make this one quick. I've got class to teach in 15 minutes, so got to go pretty quickly. Just wanted to touch base. You know, Mañana No Mas does a couple of things when we build websites. And here is a prime example of when things work, like the way it's designed, what it's supposed to do, and the extra value that's offered by our agency that, like a web builder, like someone says, oh, my nephew builds websites. Like you're not even in the same ballpark. So we just had the phone ring here at the office. It was a local number. Didn't know who it was. And I thought, well, I'll pick it up. I pick it up and is it Dan? I said, no. Is it Ruben? I said, no. And then, I'm looking for, Sunrise Construction. I said, oh, hold on. That's one of our clients' websites. That's, did you find my number on this website? And she says, yes. So that's the Pleasant View, Kansas website. So we launched that website just a couple months ago. Their old website had not been updated since 2019. And this website is a directory of businesses in a small town that's just a skip away from where I live here in Hutchinson, Kansas. And so we developed this new directory website. It's got 23 businesses on it. And we left ourselves as the contact information for the website, because when you have a directory of 23 businesses, who's going to be in charge of, like, who answers the call when someone can't find something on the website or doesn't know where something is? And so Mañana No Mas left the information there for people to get a hold of if they had an issue with the site. Now, I want you to recognize this is not marketing. This is it's service. So they call and they go, hey, I'm looking for Sunrise Construction. So let me just share with you real quick. Okay. If I do a screen share here and we look at Pleasant View, now you're going to see this blue box here. This blue box is what I see. It's not what someone else would see. So if I close that, that's what, this is what a normal customer is going to see. And this is a super basic website, but it's all here, right? So she was looking for Ruben and Dan, and here's the phone number. Okay, so, but here's what she did. She was, like some customers do, right? She said, okay, here's the Pleasant View website. She went to the contact page and, maybe not realizing that this was a directory of multiple businesses where it says business directory. She just went to contacts and she reached out to us right here with that phone number. And so here it is, Kurt at mañananomas.com. This is where we're located. Like, boom. So she reached out to me. I was able to go into the business directory with her on the phone, and we were able to pull up this list of businesses. Again, I'll close the blue box for you so you see what it's supposed to look like. Just a simple website. But, here's a list of the businesses that we represent through the site, and it's got easy load photos activated, right? So we want the screen that people are seeing to load quickly. And so the ones that have photos, sometimes you'll see a delay when you scroll down because we're trying to let the top of the page load quickly. Like wherever the end user is looking is where the photos are going to load. And so Sunrise Construction is what she was looking for. We see right here, owners, phone number, website. If we click on their profile, it's going to pull up their profile. Again, I'll close the blue box for you. And here's a series of pictures, and we can click on photos and it'll show us, all of the photos that pertain to that account. And we can say the map. So that tells us where they're at. Reviews. If someone posts a review, it'll come to this page, and the profile is where the main information is, along with a link to their Facebook page. Again, the added service is that the customer, if they get lost in the website, they're able to just kind of jump in with us. Let me see if I can turn it off from here. There we go. They're just able to reach out to us directly from the website, give us a call. We direct them in the right direction. And that's what you do now. When someone pays, hosting and maintenance with us, we're still attached to the project. So we're able to afford that service going forward. And it's not that it's all the time, but it's just an example of what's the benefit. Like when someone says, what's the benefit of using a professional agency for something? This is just one example of why you would want to use a professional agency to host and maintain your website, because you're going to get services that go above and beyond just hosting a website. For instance, if you host with Manana No Mas for a normal business website for just a singular business, we're going to update your core platform. We're going to update your plugins, your tools. We're going to make sure that your PHP is updated if you're in WordPress. We're going to take care of that stuff on the back end. So a lot of people say, well, I don't want to use WordPress because I understand, you have to do a lot of this maintenance stuff and all that. We take care of it. It's part of your hosting and maintenance fee with Manana No Mas. So you get to focus on running your business, and we focus on keeping your website up and performing well. So again, even if you hosted with a good host, if you hosted with like, Cloudways, WP Engine, Rapid Cloud, you would still, like, you would pay for your hosting, and then you would have to update, your core and your plugins and stay on top of those kinds of things and do that kind of maintenance on your own. When you host with Manana No Mas, we take care of that for you. So we help you. We can build the website for you as little or as much custom work as you require. We can use AI page builders to get you launched. We can give you training on how to launch your own site or how to make changes to your own website if you don't want to pay for that as part of your package. And we take care of all of the updates for our clients and keep their sites humming along. So that's just it, real quick. Folks, have yourself a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.